Hello and welcome to a HearBright how-to video on how to change the wax filter. So this is quite a straightforward process, but can be a little bit fiddly. So if you're struggling with bad dexterity within your hands, then it may be best to get somebody else to do this for you. But in this video, we'll show you the process to change it. So first of all, the little rubber tip, the rubber grommet that sits within the ear needs to be taken off. And the best way to do that is give it a good pinch and then just pull until it comes off. And then as you can see, this will then expose the little white filter. So it's like a little basket that sits onto the receiver and just protects the receiver from the likes of wax. So this particular filter we've got on is actually quite clean. You can actually see in there, it doesn't look blocked. But when you do take these filters off, you can see that sometimes wax will develop in there, or there may be a full blockage. And the telltale signs are if your hearing aid seems to have gone much more muffled, or it seems to have cut out completely. So 9 times out of 10, it's this little filter that is blocked. And you can just see it doesn't take much for that filter to become blocked. So you'll find with your manufacturer box, you'll have a set of filters. If you haven't got a set of filters, then you'll need to speak to your audiologist to make sure you've got a pair. So in this case, we're again using the Starkey products, and this is a pack of Hear Clear filters, and they just need a bit of a twist on the top. And then you've got the 8 little stalks, which have got the replacement filters on them. So what you need to do is just pull one of these out, and if you can see right at the very end of one of them is a replacement white filter. So the trick with this is to use this end first of all, and you can see there's like a little sort of nobule, if you will, and that needs to be pushed into the old filter. So I'll show you. So that end push like so, and you'll just see the contact, and then just give it a little push, and then just gently ease the old filter out. It's always worth just having a look just to see if any wax does seem to have got past the old filter, and then maybe just use a little cloth just to clean off before you put the fresh one in. But it's important that you know which one is the old one you just pulled out, because what you'll need to do is spin the filter around, and you can see the new one is on this sort of bezeled side of the stalk. And then what you need to do is just align again the new filter into the receiver, and it's always worth just giving it a tilt off like so when you put the new filter in, and then just give it a good press down just to make sure it is in place. So there we have it, quite straightforward. All you need to do now is make sure you put the grommets back on, and again it's worth just giving it a good squeeze and put it in place, and then just make sure the tip has reached right to the end of the receiver part. And obviously it's worth, when you take this tip off, it's worth giving that a good clean as well. Some wet wipes tend to be very good for that. Just give them a little bit of a maul within a wet wipe. So there we go, that's how you change the filter. I hope this helps. If any questions, please get in touch.